Six Flags Under Jesus.
We all know how much I love me some O.
And brownies.
Welcome to the Week at Belmont, my friends. I'm Dustin Stout, and we begin the show with very important news for graduating seniors. In case you haven't been obsessively counting down with those cute little kindergarten construction paper thingamabobs like I have, graduation is May 5th. Two ceremonies, one at 10 a.m. and another at 2 p.m., will bid farewell to the class of 2012. Seniors, you can reserve your 7 allotted tickets for those ceremonies now until April 27th. And on May 4th, the day before we all peace out, the Office of Student Activities will present Life Beyond the Tower. It will take place beyond the tower. Come walk aimlessly around the bell tower, we guess, to prepare some of us for our aimless walks after graduation. Anyway, be sure to pick up your caps and gowns starting next Wednesday in the bookstore. You can do that up until the day before graduation. You know, all this talk of graduation just makes me want to break out into some vitamin C. Ah, those were the days. Moving on, more students than ever are being busted for, well, we'll let Correspondent Jessica Adkins explain. Jessica?
Thanks, Dustin. It's undeniable that there's been a rise in certain violations this school year. Some say it's because of the population growth at Belmont. Some say it's peer pressure. Heck, some say it's that darn rock music. Whatever the case, it seems more and more students are being sent home for possession and distribution of cookies. Some students have even been expelled for cookie paraphernalia, and even students who own magazines and posters that depict cookie consumption are towing a thin line. Whether you have to write a letter of apology to the school or you get expelled, labeled a cookie eater, and must sacrifice your future, the consequences are severe. And Bob Fisher has called it a zero-tolerance policy. The rise is drastic and can't be chalked up to population growth alone. According to a campus crime report from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Belmont saw 3 cookie violations in 2009. In 2011, Belmont saw 24 cookie violations. That equals a 620% increase since 2009. For college students, these are formative years. And it's understandable that Belmont enforced laws of the land in order to produce law-abiding citizens. And it's a well-accepted assumption that cookies kill brain cells, cause lung cancer, and can be gateway desserts to things like ice cream, pie, and brownies. But wait, you say? Studies show cookies don't cause brain damage or any form of cancer, and the gateway theory has been dismantled time and time again. To that we say, facts have no place here, and you've been randomly selected for a room search. Back to you, Dustin.
Thanks, Jessica. Remember this? Progressive Women in Politics has been canceled. Well, good news. Progressive Women in Politics has been rescheduled for this Monday, April 16th. Come hear Representative Sherry Jones speak on what it means to be a progressive woman in politics. It's all happening Monday at 10 a.m. in McWhorter 114, and we'll be sure to let you know if it's canceled again. Don't forget, if you're not a graduating senior and you're stuck here for another semester, advising is this week. And I advise you to sign up for an advising appointment if you haven't done so yet, because registration is next week. Now let's send it over to sports correspondent Katie Greene, standing by with the latest up-to-date rundown on Belmont sports. Katie?
Katie, what are you doing? You have the week.
Silence! Silence, silence. I'm meditating over Tim Tebow's Easter sermon at Six Flags Under Jesus. Tim Tebow was part of an outdoor Easter service in Texas where he talked about the importance of being a role model and how he has been Tebowing for 7 years. It's a big deal. Bigger than Bubba winning the Masters, bigger than... Thanks, Dustin. It was a big week in sports for the Bruins. Over the break, the softball team won a doubleheader against Stetson, marking only the 3rd time in Atlantic Sun history the team has swept an opponent. Congratulations, ladies. Speaking of sweeping opponents, the baseball team is in full command of the Atlantic Sun standings after sweeping both Jacksonville and USC upstate. They also defeated future conference rival Tennessee Tech 8-1 on Tuesday night, so it looks like we're in pretty good shape. That's all I've got for now, so I'm going to toss it back to you, Dustin.
Thanks, Katie. Well, we began the show with news on graduation, and your trusty host will be one of the many taking his final walk across the Curb Event Center stage. And sadly, this week is my final time hosting the Week at Belmont. What I really want to say is this.
I thank you for sharing this yellow brick road of blessings. I thank you for tuning in every day along with your mothers and your sisters and your daughters, your partners, gay and otherwise, your friends, and all the husbands who got coaxed into watching
The Week at Belmont.
And I thank you for being as much of a sweet inspiration for me as I've tried to be for you. I won't say goodbye. I'll just say, until we meet again.
We all know how much I love me some O. But instead of all that, I'll just say it has been such an honor to interrupt your Week at Belmont. Now, the show will of course continue, just with a few new faces. I won't say goodbye, I'll just say, until next time, I'm Dustin Stout.
Just kidding.
Ready? Ready? Okay, ready? So I'm gonna do the whole thing now. Ready?
It's so hard being a star.